Success is not final, and failure is not fatal either. It is the courage to continue that matters. I will emphasize on failure. If you fail and you don't have the courage to continue, to start again, to try again, that is when we can say you are a failure. You are welcome to Vibes on Cap Studios. I am your host, Bra Kwabena. I have with me a stand-up comedian in the studio, a handsome young gentleman, a school prefect and a comedian. He is in the person of Kojo Pjay. Kojo Pjay, you are welcome.
Thank you, my brother.
Thanks for passing through.
Thank you. Always a pleasure.
Tell us about comedy.
What do you want to know?
What do I want to know about comedy? How a school prefect, the biggest man on campus, is a comedian now.
Yeah. No, but comedy is a very big man kind of job. Yeah, if you are not intelligent, you cannot become a stand-up comedian.
Yeah, so I'll say yes. Maybe I'll agree. Yeah. Maybe I'll agree with you.
No, you have to agree.
Because in our side of the country, we see comedians as Jimmy.
Yeah.
So can we say I Jimmy?
Yeah, Jimmy. And that is why only a Jack will be baby. Yeah, showing him the nicest seat in the auditorium near the work.
Because Jimmy pays in this account.
Yeah, exactly. So
it is Jimmy by the pays. So it is Jimmy by the pays.
Pays.
Okay. Yeah. If that's what you say.
Yeah.
We would like to ask. Kojo Pjay, is it your name or you have other names or?
Oh, you know my full name. Nathaniel.
No, I don't know your full name.
You don't know my full name?
No, I don't know.
Who to me,
It's as simple as that.
You're my assistant school prefect.
I wasn't his assistant school prefect.
People, look at this. Sell out. Sell out.
Please tell us your name.
So my full name, Nathaniel Kojo Mills.
Okay.
Yeah. So that is where the Kojo Pjay comes from.
Oh, okay.
And the Pjay is just a measure of my house name, Pajo. P and J.
Yeah. Like your mom would say, Pajo. I get. So how did it start? Comedy. Yeah.
With you. It's very strange, yeah.
Yeah.
Because I remember I met our mate Abigail, and Abigail was saying, but how did you become a stand-up comedian? Because back in school, you
were the most serious person on campus.
Yeah, no, I was intelligent.
The most serious person.
Yeah, man, intelligent too, you know. Yeah, but I've always been funny. That's the side of me. I think it didn't really show out earlier, but at church, Sunday school, when we are doing the drama, I get the funny roles.
Okay.
Maybe some old man and some stubborn boy, I get those roles, and I played very well. Yeah, and people find me when I was a kid. I'm those kind of kids now. Mobile baby, they sort of lighten up. So I will never me home. Okay. But who say Ghana? Your parents ship you into discipline.
Yeah,
it's not more very serious, but it has always been there. And the first time I realized I made a comedy, Bill Cosby.
Okay.
The stand-up comedy special, and the man was on stage 1 hour. Saying stuff and people are laughing. I said, that's what made me you. Yeah, because
beat me they are this guy.
Yeah, beat me because someone no okay cano. I feel like me na mami who say I'm your man and me sheshe. And you quite remember when we completed SS, we formed this clique because we were unemployed. We were just walking
about. Moving around like that. Yeah.
We come and eat watch it at never base now there. And I was kind of like
the funny one.
The funny guy, always trying to lighten the moment. So comedy has always been there. Only that now I'm making it a profession. So
profession.
Yeah.
If comedy was a passion, was your passion then, and then now it has become your profession, doesn't it get difficult? Because when it is your passion, you do it the way you feel you should send it out.
Yeah.
But immediately it becomes a profession. You have to look at your target market and deliver it the way they want it.
Yeah.
Sometimes you want your comedy sent this way, but the target market receives it or wants it this way.
Yeah.
How do you go about it? How do you guys manage that?
Yeah, so as a creative person, and you know, like they say, art is subject to interpretation. So that originality is always needed. You don't need to present something to people that is not you.
Okay.
Yeah, it has to come from you. And the passion is not taken away the moment it becomes a profession. Otherwise, that people are not even going to see through what you're doing. So the passion is always there behind the profession.
Okay.
Yeah, and then for target markets, whatever you present to the people, they become the consumers. They determine, say, oh, this is our guy, because we like this thing he's presenting to us. So even the target market, you need to start before you find, say, these people really
Gel.
gel with
Get your joke.
Exactly.
Okay, so you said originality.
Yeah.
So the originality is when you give what is within you, what you have, not necessarily what the target market is requesting, the audience is requesting. So the thing is, this is what I have. Take it or leave it. Are there days that you stand in front of your audience, crack a joke, and then they are like, this is from you, but we are not laughing?
Oh yeah, it's not just me. Every every comedian, in fact, every profession has that.
Okay.
Yeah, you look at our president, and you can tell if he was a comedian, he will tell a very bad joke. Like, the way the economy is going, bro.
Your president or your vice president?
Both of them, bro.
He tells his comedy and then he will laugh.
I laugh like that. Nah, so every profession has it. There are days where you tell your jokes and then the audience, they don't get what you are actually saying. So you always have to go back and then redo your homework.
So at that point, you stand and tell yourself that, audience, this one day you are wrong. I am right. You are just not getting my joke.
Yeah. So in the beginning, that's what happens. When you start comedy fresh and then you tell jokes and they don't laugh, sometimes you feel like, I won't pay my man. They don't like me. We have a kind there, you laugh. Why are you not laughing at mine? But it takes time for you to realize what is making people laugh to this guy's content and not laughing to yours. Sometimes, audience, let me give you an example. I said you've been billed for a church comedy show and you have jokes. Those jokes, you've gone to the National Theatre to say them. They laugh there. But you come to church and you say those same jokes and I'm not sure. You see, it's two different people. National Theatre is mixed with church people, students, workers, Obia. But once you are in church,
who are hard.
And once you are in church, it's like, where we all go, we become angels.
Yeah.
So you don't come there and talk about sex and expect people to laugh in church. They won't. There will be action also. So you need to know the audience and the content you are giving them. Same content can work somewhere, will bomb somewhere.
Most definitely.
Yeah.
Doesn't it come back to my point where you consider what the people want? Maybe your passion is to talk about Bible jokes, gospel jokes, but you realize there was this comedy I heard one of your guys talk about, where he put his hand in toilet, mashed up. People laughed about it. You understand? You are this person who doesn't like vulgar. You understand? Your own passion, your own gift is to do Bible jokes. How do you manage situations like that when you are in front of people who are supposed to receive vulgar, sexual, everything?
Yeah, so I got this advice from one of the greatest to ever do it, KSM, and he told me that it's not every show that you have to jump on.
Okay.
Just because you're a comedian does not mean every comedy show you should be on to perform. You need to know that show, who the audience are, before you even allow yourself to be built. Because maybe the kind of content that you have, and even the lineup of comedians who are there, when you are put in there, you are going to be like the different guy out because they all have a certain content that they can present. Yours is so different, so you should not even belong in that lineup. That's how comedy is. Comedy, everybody has their niche.
Okay.
There are some comedians who are observational. So when they come, they talk about things they see around. There are comedians who are storytellers. They take a story, they tell it, and it's funny.
Yeah.
So there are people who do deadpan. Deadpan, when they come and stand there, they don't laugh. Straight face, drop the punch. People are laughing there.
The Mr. Ibu style.
Next joke, pie.
Yeah.
No laughing. Next joke, pie. So it's different styles, and the audience.
That's
they are
nice.
giving it.
That's nice. Okay, so with you, can you tell us what's the goal? Comedy at this stage. What next? What else?
So what else is comedy is from the great Eddie Murphy. You don't do comedy part-time. If you do
Okay.
comedy part-time, it also treats you part-time.
Okay.
So it's either you are becoming a full comedian and then you sit down and study comedy and provide comedy like the way it's supposed to be provided, or you don't. It's like
Okay.
that. It's like if the president of Ghana was let's say he's a president by day, but
A mechanic.
a musician
Okay.
by night. You see, it won't really work. It won't really work. So you do comedy full time.
So what's the goal?
Yeah, the goal is to become a worldwide known comedian, right? Worldwide. That's the goal.
That's big.
Yeah,
Isn't it challenging?
yeah. Everything is challenging. If you want to become a failure, it's challenging.
How far have you gone with work towards these ambitions?
Becoming a worldwide
Yeah.
comedian. So I'm telling you here, maybe before it goes out, I might either be out of the country or not. But I've gotten a gig in Amsterdam.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that will be traveling
Okay.
to.
My brother, you are growing big.
Oh yes, I told you I want to become a worldwide.
Can I manage your finances?
My finances.
Yeah.
I don't make any finance, Papa. Yeah.
You are still on Vibes on Cap Studios. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. Okay, so my brother,
Yeah.
let me ask you if you've heard something about Bachame Kwame circulating just recently.
Yeah.
I want your take on it. Then we continue. Bachame Kwame said, if his wife cheats on him at his blind side,
Yeah.
he doesn't see it, he hasn't seen it, he doesn't know about it. But the woman herself comes to tell him that, Hobby, I cheated on you. Please forgive me. But Bachame Kwame says he will forgive his wife and love his wife the more. See, Bachame Kwame has been making me feel like he's more human than we are. What's your take on that? But have you heard it?
No, I think I've not heard that one. Okay, he's been making some very strange analysis and opinions on issues lately. I'm not surprised he said this.
Okay.
But I think he's lying.
He's lying.
Yeah.
What would you have done in that
Tono,
position?
And Tono.
What would you have done in that position?
We are quitting. Let me tell you something
Tell me something.
about a woman. When a woman cheats on you and she comes to tell you, she's coming to tell you so that you break up with her.
So that she can move to the next.
So that why would she tell you?
That's deep.
Yeah, why would she tell you? She's telling you because she wants you to take the message, get angry, leave her so that she can go with the other person.
Couldn't it be that she's being haunted by the conscience? Her conscience is haunting her.
No, the question is what made her cheat in the first place?
It could be a mistake.
What mistake?
So as a comedian,
No, can sex happen by accident?
as a comedian, can't you take it that your wife is joking with someone and then it ended up?
That joke is not funny. It's not a funny joke.
So if it's you just call it off.
Wait. Me, I cannot put up because anytime I jump on you, I'll picture what you did with the person. It's going to hurt me.
That's a deep one coming from a comedian. I was thinking you just joke about it. So we think comedians are lovely. You understand? They easily
We
forgive.
have emotions too, bro.
You get angry. All
I'll
right.
probably make a joke out of the situation, but I won't forgive you. We will call it.
So you call it
Yeah.
you call it a quit. All right. Um.
How about you?
Yeah. I don't know.
You don't know.
Yeah.
If
you
your
see-
wife came and said, "Babe, I cheated on you," what would you do?
You see, there are. I don't know. Seriously, I have found myself at the middle of a crossroad. Where maybe before I got to the crossroad, I decided, say, when I get to the crossroad, I'll go left.
Yeah.
But upon getting to the crossroad,
Yeah.
I took right. So
Maybe I'll advise any guy: if your woman cheats on you, get out. Get
that's
out,
your
get
advice.
out.
Okay. All right. That won't be difficult to
Yeah.
do. But I know your woman won't cheat on you. He has a sweet, beautiful wife at home. We come to comedy again. Back to comedy. Ochami Kwame's issue was just baffling my mind, so I had to chip it in. Comedy between Ghana and Nigeria.
Yeah.
The Nigerians are making it big. What are they doing right? What are the Ghanaians doing wrong? Is it the audience or the comedians here in Ghana that is making it stagnant? Would you say it is stagnant?
No, comedy has gotten way better, way better. I mean, you can even remember from childhood, right? The comedians we grew up seeing. Even me, I'm your friend today. I'm on stage being a stand-up comedian. So it has gotten way better. Understand? There was a time when it was starting, right? And Ghanaians were not used to stand-up comedy. What we were used to was slapstick. The Jacko and the Bobo Callis,
Okay.
they come, they paint their face.
You call it what?
Slapstick.
Slapstick.
Yeah, slapstick comedy.
Matunidin.
No, that's the
So the thing is, I was going to ask you, aren't you guys speaking too much English? Because the Jackals could,
yeah. But aren't the Nigerians speaking too much English?
their local language is pidgin.
No,
You don't
the
get
most
me.
highly language spoken in Nigeria is not Pidgin.
Okay, so you tell me, please.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So when it comes to Ghana, we are too critical of ourselves. That's the one of the Ghanaian traits. Every Ghanaian is critical of who is up there. So critical. So sometimes instead of letting ourselves loose to enjoy what we have, we criticize it so much we don't even get to have fun with it so much.
Okay.
Basket mouth will go to an interview, and the questions they will ask him, if I go there, they will screen me more than they will probably do with him.
With basket.
Yeah, Ghanaians, we have that thing. I'm in this space, I've come to understand this thing. We have this love for foreigners more than ourselves. But right now, it is changing. Right now, I can tell you it is changing because the media is really supportive. We go for interviews, they tell us, you guys are doing really great. They give us opportunities and all that. The difference between Nigeria and Ghana right now is one, numbers. Nigeria has numbers. So if, let's say somebody like a basketball, the fan base alone he has is in Nigeria. I cannot, even if the whole Ghana supports me, will not match up to his fan base. Yeah, so they have the numbers. So Nigerians are some hard-working, networking kind of people. If a Nigerian travels outside Nigeria and he's well known in Nigeria, the Nigerians outside Nigeria take care of him.
Okay.
Yeah, and they connect him to places. Ghana, if you are out there, most of the time, you're alone. Yeah, you're alone. If you are fortunate and you find a few people who sort of like you, then they help you out. Yeah, so the Nigerian thing is naturally they are like that, so it helps.
So the Nigerian thing, you were talking about you and then basketball.
Yeah.
If Ghanaians are to, okay, so let's look at the Nigerian numbers. Basketball aside, getting audience numbers in Nigeria will also come to Ghana and then pull some large kind of crowd. Isn't it about the establishment? Isn't it about the establishment? Because if a Ghanaian gets on stage and the people are like, okay, let's see what he has to offer. You are not well established yet. You haven't really gotten the package yet. Isn't it about that?
No, it's not about that. Because myself sitting here, I've performed at National Theatre.
Yeah.
And ended with a standing ovation. If I was a Nigerian, that was my breakthrough. I would meet every big man in Nigeria. I'll probably be riding a car right now.
Yeah,
somebody would dash me a home.
I'll be signed on.
I'll be signed on to something, writing a movie. That's how the Nigerian scene is like. But look, you can have 13 standing ovations in Ghana, bro. You're on your own.
You're
You
on
need to
your
keep
own.
working,
You're on your
Yeah,
own.
you keep to
And
work out. So maybe
and when
one
you start to
angel,
have emotional
you start
trauma,
becoming depressed. What again should I
depressed,
do?
oh
Because then
man,
you watch videos of same Nigerian comedians, like, but this is no deep content. I do better
I
content.
do
Why is
better.
yeah. So that's the thing. That's the thing.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right. This guy, DKB.
Yeah.
I
It's
have
like I
heard
know what you are going to say.
talk about
Because
it.
DKB, when
People
you
say
mention
DKB is not funny. What do you think?
that is one of the biggest lies
That
in
DKB is
this
not funny.
anything. Let me tell you how showbiz works.
Okay.
Yeah, me like this.
Mm.
If somebody says they are going to make sure that Ghanaians don't find me funny, and they set up an agenda in the media to talk about me that I'm not funny, bro, I can promise you, I can say my funniest jokes, and there will be people who will still not find it funny because the narrative have been installed in their mind. Comedy is about likability. The people must like you. If people don't like you, then you are not funny. It
So are you
doesn't
saying
matter
people
how.
don't like DKB?
Yeah, a lot of, and for him, it started with when he went to Big Brother.
We tried though.
Then
We've given him chances. So
Yeah, and DKB is dope, bro.
Really?
I would like to invite you to a show where DKB is performing.
Okay.
You will leave with a different
Perception.
I've seen
Okay.
DKB, like in comedy we call something tsunami. Tsunami is when you are telling jokes and people are laughing and they are turning.
You are sweeping them out
They
there.
are sweeping them.
Alright.
DKB has that tsunami effect. He's killing. People are laughing. Some are massaging their jaw. I've seen him
They are massaging their jaw for
because
DKB.
they are tired of their laughter.
The same DKB, you know.
Yeah.
Are you
So,
defending DKB?
I'm not defending
The,
him.
the same.
I will invite you to a show and you watch DKB.
Well,
Yeah.
if you invite me and the ticket is free,
DKB is funny. We are on TV, I would have said fuck. But he's funny.
so he said DKB is fucking funny. That's what Osofo said.
Yeah.
Aside he being a comedian, he's also a pastor.
No, hey,
Osofo said
I'm not a pastor.
Osofo said DKB is fucking funny. Osofo just mentioned the F word. We move on. Who would you say? Okay, so I would like you to mention your top 3 here in Ghana.
Top 3 comedians
Yeah.
in Ghana.
Yeah.
That would be hard. That would be hard because I'm not the kind of guy that is able to pick favorites. But let me try and pick 3 according to how appreciative I am of the way they write their content. So 1 for me will be Lexi.
Okay.
It's between Lexi and Obi, but let me say Lexi. Lexi in the sense that he's just a pure natural. Lexi can have a conversation with you and you'll be laughing. And in your mind, you are like, this guy is telling jokes, but it's just a normal conversation he's having.
Okay.
He's like that, like on the spot funny. Can create things that are not even there, but you best say like Lexi that guy. And he does not struggle to come up with content. So for our show that we do on JH1, they ask you your show. Sometimes he goes to set unprepared. He comes, he doesn't even know the story, but Lexi will still make the audience laugh. He has that thing. And for that, I put him on a certain pedestal, like, no, this guy is just
On top of all the guys.
Yeah, not on top of that, with that gift.
I'll tell Obi and Ponsan that you are putting Lexi ahead of.
No. I'll come to Obi and now you understand what I'm saying. Obi is also a natural, but Obi has come to understand the technicalities involved in writing a joke. Unlike Lexi is a pure natural, so he can tell a joke naturally and it's funny. But when Obi tells a joke, you can feel that technical details to exactly what he's saying. He knows if I say this and I twist it this way, it will get the people laughing. I can misdirect them. I can do the rule of 3. So those technicalities, Obi has them at the fingertips.
Rule of 3.
Yeah.
Break it down for us.
Rule of 3.
Yeah.
Will you get it?
Comedians
So
are watching.
Rule of 3 is basically telling a joke and mentioning 3 items, but making the 3rd item the punch.
Okay.
So you arrange it in such a way when you say the 3rd thing, it is so off from the first 2 that it's funny. For instance, I have this joke about running stomach. So I go like, running stomach will give you 3 symptoms at the same time: hotness, coldness, and humility.
Okay.
You see, hotness and coldness and humility, they don't relate.
No,
So
at
the
all.
humility throws you off. Like, what is humility doing? So that's rule of three, basically. So if you know these things, when you are writing a joke and you come to a point where you have to list three items, you just chip it in there. It works all the time. Yeah.
All right. So that's with Lexi,
Yeah.
Obi,
Obi.
and the third person.
The third one is they are like, huh, all these guys are dope. I don't know who to put at the third position. Look, it's going to be tough. It's going to be tough because right now as I sit here, there are comedians popping up in my mind that I sit and
Okay.
watch and I admire. But right,
Kojo
top
Pjay,
two,
one
top two
body
right
D.
now. Yeah.
Kojo Pjay, one born one kasani D.
As
He
the
didn't
top
mention
three.
his name. Top three. I was expecting that you
Oh.
mention my brother's name. You put my brother's name
Yeah.
somewhere. Top 1, 2. Charlie, then
No,
I will be like, we are. No,
you're-
I asked you to mention top 3.
From
In Ghana.
my
Yeah, your perspective, your point of view.
Yeah, if you say in Ghana, then
Yeah.
that's a different thing. But if you say my top three, then
Your
I'll tell
top
you
3.
my top three.
So your top 3, you are not included. You are not part of your top 3.
Apart from me,
Hey, no, I didn't mention. I didn't add that.
you have to be
Anyways,
specific. Yeah, top
I
3 in
didn't add
Ghana.
that.
There.
I said your point of view. Top 3 here in Ghana. You didn't mention yourself.
Yeah.
Why? Come.
No, that's for me.
All
When they
right.
make one there, then I know where to place myself.
So, my brother,
Yeah.
do you do something else apart from comedy?
Yeah. No, because comedy is very demanding. If you are going to do any other thing attached to it, it has to be something that is freelance,
Yeah.
that you have time to move around. So during the COVID, I studied graphic design.
Something which you are very good at.
Yeah. I was not good at graphic design, and I was good at art.
Art. Okay.
Yeah, so it's just translating the art into graphic design. So right now, it's graphic design. And you know me, I'm dope.
Okay. So
Everything I touch, give it a spark.
I see.
Yeah, if your wife is not doing well, let me touch it.
She'll start doing well. All right. So, like you said, if you take comedy as part time,
Yeah.
so which of them is part time now? Your
The graphic design is part time.
But you've added it to comedy.
Yeah.
Comedy will treat you as such. Logical reasoning says that if you add something else to comedy from your own
Yeah.
points,
Yeah.
comedy will treat you as second option.
No. So it does not take away from the comedy.
Okay.
You understand? It does not take. I'm not going to be booked for a comedy show and I say I can't come because I have to design.
to.
No.
Okay.
It does not get in the way.
All right. Now we come to the money issue.
Yeah. Very important.
Comedy.
Yeah.
Does it feed your family? Is your mother or father happy that the son that I raised,
Yeah.
he became a school prefect at a point in time?
Yeah.
He was the best student
Yeah.
during his year.
Yeah.
Now he's a comedian.
Yeah.
How do they take it?
How do you take it? Well, it's the understanding of a comedian. You know, because you make
A
people laugh,
comedian is Obia Ojimi was stage.
baby. Obi or cancer Put it in perspective.
Okay.
Obi or cancer
Okay.
Yeah, say. But you guys will be a Jimmy, and will be a Jimmy. Two different things.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah. But my parents, before I got into comedy, I had to consult them, and I told them, I've seen this thing, I've tried it, it worked. It's percent me pursue. And my dad asked, hey, now what's the audio which will be asked? I said, oh, you don't know me.
Yeah, that doesn't know you.
No.
You act prim and proper in his presence. Yeah.
But if you are
Ojimi pa.
so well, he was like, well, if you love it and is what you want to do, then just pursue, but be careful. For showbiz, you know all those things.
Yeah.
My mom was not particular.
I know your mom.
Was not really.
She's a more serious person than any other moms
I've
I've
not
met.
serious like that. Oh,
Really?
she's protective.
So she's very serious.
No, my mom is protective. That's what even I didn't know that.
Okay.
So I grew up and realized, no, mom and home buy.
Okay.
Yes, my mom is very funny. And sometimes we are having funny conversations. She'll be dropping. She's funny.
And so we've always thought of her as very serious.
Yeah, all my friends,
Yeah.
she was being protected, and you can attest to the fact that.
So how did you convince her?
No, so because my father said, "Shall we do it?" and I also started down and they said, "Look, there are opportunities, there are things I could make out of pursuing this thing. You know me, when I enter into something, I do it very well." So she saw that, she knew that thing about me, and said, "Okay, go and try it." But the real mono, it was a bit shaky. It was financially, Ghana. When you're starting something,
Comedy kakra.
yeah. Until your friend comedy, yeah. Yeah, come kakra. Yeah, and we got to a point now she began to see, especially when we got on TV. And then now when she goes out, hey, you won't ban no Ghanaian mothers yes.
Ban no TV so a man be no.
That be, and my dad when he goes out, hey, you want to so now they began to realize, oh, yeah, ban we actually is bringing us and my family members, everybody calls, hey, Obama is our TV
so.
Yeah.
Also, a brony kakra at a mills back.
Wash me in
yeah, we are fresh boys when you're basa. Yeah. This guy, how good. So, what's your wildest joke?
My wildest joke.
Yeah, the joke that
if I say it any day, anytime, it will turn the audience down.
Let's spark the camera with it.
Yeah, it was a joke about adverts in Ghana. So that was a joke that got me the standing ovation. And everywhere I've said it, I still get the same response. It was about adverts in Ghana. Like the way we advertise stuff in Ghana. We advertise it and then we tell you what it does. As if you say, one and heck. Sometimes what's a short remember? Yes, toothpaste. What did you say toothpaste? Now toothpaste and I mean juice. What did I do? I don't know what's all caca.
Yeah, bad no.
Ginger plastic chair. How did they do that? Original ginger plastic chair. You see 44 CDs and then 45 CDs. And Nkonya. Now plastic chair and Nkonya. I don't know. As I'm going to say, man, car. Oh, we are the crew. But I'm not on fridge. I don't know. Okay.
That's crazy.
So then I said, that's why I thank God said we don't sell condoms on the streets. But they will do the same thing. Yes, condom. What did they do?
That's great.
Yeah, Kojo Pjay Cracks.
Kwame.
That joke in there and it transition into Kwame Joko to all condom. Like the way he does advert on TV, the way I compare condom adverts.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the joke that got me the standing ovation.
That's
but it's on YouTube. They should go and check it out.
They should check it out. Okay, so they will find you on YouTube and which other
YouTube,
handles?
Facebook, Instagram, Kojo Pjay. KOJOPJAY. I am in Kwan and Kita said so. As soon as you type,
so viewers, Onunkwa Nokita said in Kojo Pjay. Please check him out. Yeah. He's very hilarious. Also on Jimmy here. Or yeah, Asresem. So me part of young Congo to Asresem ni bi. Kojo Pjay.
Yeah.
As a comedian, we have young guys, older guys who want to venture, who want to be comedians. What advice would you give to this group of people who are aspiring to be comedians?
Yeah. So I've learned this from Kevin Hart, not to give advice, because mostly advice is coming from what you think the person should do.
Okay.
But then you give information. Information is general. So then they pick it and then they know what to do with that information. So let me give information on if you want to be a stand-up, not necessarily a stand-up, but if you want to be a comedian, the most important thing, the first and most important thing is to have the gift for comedy. Have the gift. Because
is everybody not funny?
Everybody can be funny, but not everybody has a gift to be funny. Yes.
You
are a funny guy. Because you are my friend. Sometimes you make me laugh. That's funny. But to have the gift.
And so what if I put them together and then I decide to give them out like that?
Yeah, that is where people make mistakes.
That's what I will learn from you.
The friends tell him, yeah, you are funny.
Like DK.
We see. No, DK.
Like DKB.
Don't do that. DKB is funny. Very, very funny. So
Alright.
you must have the gift. The gift is when an issue drops, you can look at the issue and know what to say about the issue that will make people laugh. That is the gift. So if you have that gift, then it's easier for you because then as same days here, you can easily pick the humor out of it.
Alright.
Yeah. If you don't have the gift, you are going to suffer. And you find yourself copying people's jokes, stealing people's jokes, because naturally you cannot create it. You have to go and pick somebody's own and maybe you alter it a bit and then you come and tell us. And you are going to suffer. That's the difference between Lionel Messi, Cristiano Ronaldo, and any other player.
Okay.
Gifts.
Alright. Alright. That's the information. If you want to be a comedian, Kojo Pjay just informed us. Also, you have to have the gift. So the gift, if you go to Malcolm or ShopRite, please buy 2 boxes of gifts. Buy 2 boxes of gifts. Take it to your pastor, let him pray over it, and then start drinking the gifts like that. Then later on, you can go and learn the rest. Kojo Pjay,
Yeah.
we would like to end here, but before we end this show, there are questions and answers.
Okay.
We had 6 questions. 5 has been answered. 1 is unanswered.
Okay.
You are not so you be shark.
Yeah.
So make I just throw that question there. Clear that question.
You not ask me any EMAS.
No, it's not mathematics.
EMAS
If it is mathematics, you find me with
EMAS, I get D.
you say,
I get D.
you say,
I get D.
all right, so the question is an electric train
Yeah.
travels south. Travels.
Why do I feel I'll fail this question?
So take a deep breath.
Okay.
An electric train
Yeah.
travels south, headed south.
Yeah.
Then then the wind. Should I start again?
Start.
Okay, so an electric train is headed south.
Sounds.
Then the wind direction is towards north. Where would the smoke generated by the train, in which direction would the smoke generated by the train go?
Heading north.
The
train is
train is headed south.
South.
The wind direction is towards north.
North.
Which direction would the smoke generated by the train go?
The smoke will be opposite south.
Meaning
North.
the smoke will be
Yeah.
towards
It's
the north.
headed to the south. So it will be opposite like that.
Okay.
Wait. The train is headed south.
Yeah.
The wind is blowing. No. Okay, I was confused.
Kojo Pjay now born sano. An electric train.
Brain teaser.
An electric Kojo Pjay wa born here wa born.
No. Hey, my chill line.
Say now. It
No,
is-
we don't smoke. Electric train does not have smoke.
So we end it here.
I'm a genius, bro.
This is Black Cabina on Cab Studio. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, and then share. Bye bye.